Hi, welcome to Heaven is a Homestead. My name is Heather, and today I'm going to be showing you how to pickle peppers. So I got a bunch of hot peppers from the garden last night, and I'm going to be pickling and canning them today. I'll show you how to do it. Super quick, super easy. You don't need any special equipment, and anyone can do it. So let's get started. First, I'm going to go over what you're going to need. So if you don't have this Ball book of home preserving, I definitely recommend that you get it. Also, I'm going to be using this 6-piece canning set that I got off Amazon. I'll link it below, the one that I have. You don't need it, it just is helpful. And then I have my regular mouth lids for my jars. And the recipe says 5 pint jars, but which are 16 ounces, but I'm going to use these 12-ounce jars. So I'm going to do, instead of 5, I'm going to do like 7 to 8. And then I have my screw bands, and of course you'll need your peppers. I've got my water up to a simmer. You don't want it to be boiling because we're going to be putting our lids in there to sterilize it. And if you put those lids, they've got like a rubber edge, I guess, that helps with the seal. And if you put them in boiling water, it's going to tamper with that. So we just want it to be simmering, and we're going to put our jars, our lids, and screw bands into simmering water for at least 10 minutes to sterilize our canning jars. All right, now that we got the peppers chopped up, we're gonna make our brine. And so I'm gonna need 6 cups of vinegar, 2 cups of water, and 3 cloves of garlic crushed. Oh, it's heavy. Ugh. Okay. I got this up to a boil. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it down to a simmer and set my timer for 5 minutes. I removed the brine from the heat and took out as much of the garlic as I could. I filled the jars with brine to a 1/2 inch headspace. Headspace just means the distance from the top of the jars to the top of the liquid. I use my measuring tool to poke down around the edge of the jars to release air bubbles. You could also use a knife for this part. I wiped my rims, centered my lids, and added my screw bands onto fingertip tight. So you just want to turn them as tight as your fingers can go without trying to put them on too tight, because if you put them on too tight, they can actually explode in the canner. Once time is up, turn off the heat and wait 5 minutes, then remove the jars from the canner. So I took the jars out of the canner. I'm going to leave them for 24 hours and let them seal. After 24 hours, I'm going to remove the screw bands and check the seal. This is one that I canned maybe a month ago or so, so I'm going to show you how I check the seal on my jars. To check the seal on my jars, I press on the lid. It should feel tight and shouldn't move up or down. You should also be able to pick up the jar by the lid. Making sure the rims of your jars are free of any nicks can help ensure a good seal. So that's how I check the seal on my jars. When I store them just like this. I don't leave the screw bands on, and I do that because if the seal is compromised, I want to know that because I'm not going to eat it. And when you have the screw bands on, you might not know if the seal has been compromised. So I store them just like this. If I'm gifting them or transporting them, then I will leave the screw band on temporarily for that. And you'll notice there's a little bit of liquid at the bottom. The peppers have shrunk. That's because we did the raw pack method, where we pack the vegetables first and then we add hot brine and put them in the canner. There's also, for some recipes, there's an option for a hot pack method where you'll cook the vegetables first and then add them to your jars with the hot brine. And that one is a little bit more work up front, but saves you a little bit of room in your jars. This recipe only had the option for the raw pack. So I'll let them sit for 24 hours, remove the screw bands, check the seal, write the contents, and then they should be good. I like to eat them on subs. Sometimes when I'm working from home and I'm feeling lazy or I just want a quick lunch, sometimes I'll just even do like ham and cheese roll-ups and put the peppers inside, and that's really good. So really good, quick and easy, really doesn't take much at all. So thank you so much for spending time with me today. If you like this video, hit the like and the subscribe button, and I hope to see you next time.